Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Lisa, and this is Scooter, of course. For today's practice, it's dedicated to anyone who needs a moment of reprieve, a practice of recovery. If you've had a particularly long week, this is Dilla. And, or a long week, or, stressful week, if you're holding a lot of tension in your body, if you had a particularly rigorous exercise week, whatever the case may be. Your practice today is really dedicated to finding a little bit of movement, but focusing on that recovery aspect. So if you do have blocks, I have my favorite cork blocks, my trusty blanket, which I love. And, I do have a bolster, but I thought it would be nice. Sometimes I use this like random throw pillow, and if you have anything like that, a couch cushion, a pillow, anything to help you get a little boost but have it be really comfortable and soft, that can be nice too. You can also just use a pillow, regular pillow, double blankets, whatever. So gather all of your props, and we're going to go ahead and get started in a wide child's pose. So give yourself some time to get there. Bring your knees nice and wide, and you can keep your feet slightly apart. You can bring your big toes to touch, and give yourself a little sort of push-pull, just finding a bit of time and space to enter into it, so you're not just rushing into the shape, but you really want to feel what you're needing today. Give yourself a few moments. As you know, I love some dynamic movement, little rocks, little sway. So if you like that, take that. Maybe just close your eyes, relax your face, and give yourself a moment to settle. Once you find that spot where you can be in and stay in, take 3 to 5 deep breaths. Full body inhales, long exhales, maybe audible exhales. Clear some space. One more for good measure. And then take your time and pull yourself up to hands and knees. And from hands and knees, bring your knees just right under the hips. And just start to make some organic circles. Little push-pulls forward and back. And just find a little bit of movement without really thinking about it too hard. Check in with your spine. Check in with your shoulders, your neck, your hips. Take one more breath. And then from here, walk your hands back towards your knees, and we're going to rise up. Now, your toes can be curled under like mine are, or you can point your toes. That's up to you. Take a big inhale, reach your arms up, stretch. Exhale, find a gentle cactus glide your shoulder blades down. Take your time. Inhale, bring your palms to your heart center. Exhale, let your arms swing down. Inhale, sweep your arms up, stretch. Exhale, cactus, squeeze your glutes gently. Inhale, palms to your heart. Exhale, let your arms go. One more like that. Inhale. Cactus, exhale. Inhale, hands together. And exhale, swing the arms, and take a couple breaths just to swing your arms out. Nice. And then interlace your fingers and press your palms to your heart center. Take a big inhale into your palms. And exhale, Push your palms out as you push away, press and round, lean your heart back. Think cat spine. Inhale, reach your arms up and back, little cow spine. Exhale, press and round, spread your shoulder blades apart. Inhale, up. Exhale, round, push through the heels of your hands. Inhale, up. Exhale, round. Inhale, up this time. Exhale again, find that cactus. And then hands to your heart center. Stay here, take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Interlace your fingers again and press your palms now interlaced to the mat. And then from here we're going to take cat-cow. So inhale, find that cow spine. Exhale, press and round, find your cat. Inhale, pull your chest forward, scoop your hips up and back. Exhale, press and round. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your tailbone. Exhale, push the floor away, drop your chin to your chest, push, push, push the upper back up. And one more time, inhale, find that little back bend. Exhale, press and round. Nice. From here, sit back to your heels and shake it out. Good. From here, we're going to come forward and we're going to keep that right knee down. Maybe walk your right knee slightly out to the right so we can send the left leg out to the left. And think little warrior 2 foot, or if that doesn't work, you can always turn your toes slightly out. So from this position, we're going to find our cow spine. So flick your tailbone slightly up, push down into your hands, find that little back bend shape, and then find a little push and pull. Just a gentle rock forward and back. Try and keep that left foot sort of suction to the floor as best you can. Take a moment. Let that feel nice. You could always have your hands to your blocks as well, to give yourself just that little bit of elevation so you can feel for more space in the front body. Take another deep breath here. And then keeping this right hand down, just spin the left arm up. Take a moment to drive down through the right hand, reach up through the left arm. Feel that space across the front body, across your collarbones. Make sure your neck is happy. Your gaze does not have to be up. It can be down. It can be straight ahead. But just take another breath here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, just glide that left arm underneath your right and maybe tap your left shoulder down. But you can bend your right elbow. Feel that twist into your upper back. Push into the right hand to inhale, gently open. Exhale, thread it under and reach. Inhale, push to open. And exhale to thread and stay for an extra breath. Maybe move that right hand further away and stretching out for 3, for 2, and 1. Pull the right hand back. Inhale, open back up one more time. And exhale, gently release the left hand down. And from here, just spin this left heel in as you pull the left knee in a little bit. So now you're in this little kneeling side angle position. We're just going to keep our upper body exactly where it is though. And then all I want you to do is find some little circles around. And you can also kind of rock forward and back towards and away from the knee, getting in towards the inner lining of that left thigh. And just these little subtle movements to just check in and see what's going on. Just take another deep breath here. Nice. And then from here, we're just going to take this left foot and walk it all the way up and outside of our left hand. And you can move your blocks inside of your left foot if it wasn't already. And then continuing these dynamic rocks, these little movements. Just going to push and pull off that left foot. Squeeze your glutes. Just let this feel nice. Don't worry too much about the oh my God, my brain. Don't worry too much about the technicality or, you know, what it looks like. Just feel into it. Take another breath. Nice. And then from here, you're just going to sweep this left leg all the way back where it came from, next to your right knee. And take a moment, maybe find a cat-cow in between, maybe a little push-pull. Just swish it out. Take a breath. And then from here, we're going to stretch this right leg out and bring the right leg outside of our right hip as we move that left knee over a little bit and find your cow spine. So seal that right foot down, whether it's maybe you want to turn it out a little bit, but just try and find a little bit of engagement in your right leg and a little baby back bend through your spine. And just find some gentle rocks, just a couple. Deep breaths. Good. Take one more here. Left hand down, spin your right arm up. Push down through the left. Try and drive that shoulder sort of out of your ear as you sweep open through the right. And again, just keep some length through your neck without force, without strain. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let's find that thread. Just bending your left elbow so you can reach the right arm through. Inhale, gently open. Exhale, reach, thread, any amount. Inhale, push down into your left, open up. And exhale, thread. And maybe come in a little bit deeper if that's available to you, and just pause and breathe and notice how your upper back is feeling. Take another moment there. And then slide that left hand back, sweep your right arm up, take a deep breath, open up some space. And right hand comes down. From here, we're going to kick that right heel sort of in as we pull it towards our hip and bend your right knee. So you're in that little kneeling side angle shape, but you're going to keep yourself facing forward towards the top of your mat, finding a little push-pull. You can even find little circles here around. Take your time, find some space to explore, especially if you've never done this before. This shape can feel so, so good. Take one more breath. And then from here, we're just going to glide this right foot all the way up outside of our right hand. You can tent your fingertips. You can rearrange your legs as needed. Maybe that left knee needs to move a little bit back, but just find a little push-pull off of that right foot. Elevate your chest. Try and keep your gaze slightly out and ahead instead of just looking down the whole time. Just keep your gaze slightly lifted. Take another breath. Nice. And then from here, plant your palms and just let that right leg glide back out. Right knee down to meet the left. And again, just swish out your hips a little bit here. Take a moment to release, and find neutral. Come back to your clean slate. Good. And then from here for a moment, we're just going to come all the way down to our stomach. So if you're on your blanket, you might want to move it out of the way. And as you're ready, come all the way down and find your Sphinx pose. So bring your elbows slightly ahead of your shoulders, but make sure they're just shoulder distance apart. And then stretch your legs out, and your legs can be wide. They can be as wide as the mat. And really anchor the tops of your feet and squeeze your glutes. Gently drop your chin. Take a few breaths. You can always wiggle your hips out a little bit here. Find a very gentle pull of your arms and your hands back, a gentle length through the back of your neck. And as you inhale, feel that breath. Expand your abdomen and almost rebound off of your mat. And feel as if you can really stretch that space between your hips and your heart, like you're getting longer and taller here. Take a couple more deep breaths. As you're ready, next exhale, just stack your palms, rest your forehead down, bend your knees, and just find a gentle swish right to left. Take another breath here. Let your legs slowly come on back down. And just stretch your legs out for a moment. You can tuck your toes, something I like to do that feels really good. And press your knees up to the ceiling. Straighten the legs out as much as you can. And with your toes tucked under, sort of bounce a little bit here, sort of shifting forward and back. Finding a little sort of vibration throughout the body, a little jiggle almost, a little shake. And as you're ready, just let that go. Find your way back up into your child's pose that you started with. Or if that doesn't feel comfortable, you can always sit up onto your heels, whichever you prefer. Take a deep breath in. Long exhale. Full breath in. Long exhale. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out. 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold out. 2, 1. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold on empty. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And hold out. Full inhale. No hold, full exhale. Again, full inhale. And full exhale. Nice work. From here, now this can be done, you can set up without your props, but if you do have all the props that I suggested at the beginning, find a way to find a nice little stack. So what I would recommend is taking your blocks on their highest setting, bringing them not too far apart. You don't want them too far apart, and laying your pillow or bolster up or blanket like I have across the top, and then coming down, and if you want a little support under your head, grab something. Alternatively, if you're near a chair, you don't need any of this. You're just going to throw your legs up onto the chair. So what I'm going to do is come down with my legs up here because I'm not near a chair or a couch. So take your time and set it up so that you're nice and comfy. And then close your eyes from here. You kind of want to be a little bit scooched in. If you have the blocks set up, make sure you're not holding tension. So scooch your hips a little closer to your blocks than you realize you need. And then take a moment to settle. You can roll your ankles out. Just let your legs sort of dangle here in space. And even if your legs are touching a little bit the floor, that's okay. Make sure your blocks are wide enough so that you can let your ankles and your legs fall away from one another. Take any arm variation that feels most comfortable so that your body isn't a distraction to you. And let your back body really rest. And whatever props you have, whatever's holding your body up, just let your body weight sink down into those props. Soften as best you can. Close your eyes. Soften your face and jaw. Allow yourself to be here. Don't think of this as Shavasana. Think of it as true rest. Just think of it as supporting yourself, as giving yourself time to recover from whatever it is you're needing to recover from. And whether you need to use some kind of breath practice here or some kind of visualization practice, just allow yourself to do what you need to do to allow that rest. Don't try too hard. You don't need to do much. But whatever effort you're putting in, let it be minimal. Just taking a few more deep breaths here. And if you do have legs up on a chair, on the couch, or even up the wall, you should stay even longer if you can. And if you want to stay longer, of course, stay longer. If you want to continue to finish out your practice, you can follow along with me. You're just going to start to roll your ankles around, spread your toes, maybe lengthen out your knees a little bit here. Walk your feet in and pause. You can keep your feet resting high or you can drop them low, but just let your low back press down into the floor. And just bring one knee at a time into your chest. You can split the knees apart and think almost like a happy baby, but just keeping your feet down. Just widen through your low back. Bringing your thighs and your rib cage close and taking a few breaths here. And just take a moment to bring your feet together. So you're making sort of a diamond shape with your legs, and you can hold anywhere. You can hold ankles, feet, shins, and just pull the heels in towards your body, towards your pelvis rather. So you're closing off that diamond. Take a breath there. And then gently let the diamond open and pull towards your face. Find a little rounding through your low back. Take a breath there. And then very gently pull your toes back and pull the feet apart. Keep the knees down, the heels up. Find your happy baby. Take a deep breath here. As you're ready, just let your hands go as you stretch your legs up. And again, just roll out the ankles, or you could shake out your legs. Find just a few moments to move around in space, whatever feels good. And when you're ready, bend your knees, bring your feet nice and wide. You might need to push that little setup, but bring your feet wide, let your knees fall towards the center. Any arms that feel good, take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Roll over to one side. And just bring your knees together, just like you're rolling over in bed. And gently press yourself up to find your seat. And if you like, you can sit up onto a blanket or your cushion. Once you arrive into your seat, just gaze down or close your eyes. Find a nice tall spine, relax your face. Thinking kind thoughts to and about yourself. Take a few moments here just to be. Try to rest your mind on something that you're really grateful for in your life. Or just today, simply. Something you're grateful for today. Let yourself simply be in this present moment, thinking that thought. Trying not to grip too tightly in your mind about anything in particular. Letting your shoulders be soft. You can bring your hands together in a prayer. You can just simply bring your hands to your heart. Maybe one hand to your heart, one hand to your abdomen. Feel your breath rise and fall. And then take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. Sigh it out. Open your eyes. Thank you for practicing. Have an amazing day.